many of the points that you're saying, and then put a framework together that puts it all together for me anyway. And by the way, I lived this case as the team member who had no clue what I'd been asked to do. I remember my very first assignment coming out of MIT. The team was expecting me to come in and given me an assignment assuming that I was a math whiz, which I'm not. And I was supposed to write a linear program to optimize the production of roll stock in a board making plant up in a forest products company in Seattle called Warehouser. And it took me 3 months to figure out what they wanted me to do. It was ridiculous. So this is where I began to learn this the hard way. But the formula that I've come up with over time that you might find helpful as a framework for this sort of thing is for the manager here who has something they want you to do, if they're clear about that, and they also know you, what you know, and where they think they can go with you. So given all of that, here's what I count on from you. But that's not enough. You need to hear it back. So unless you have this contract here, here's what I count on from you. Tell me what you think I just said, and let me say, yeah, that sounds exactly like what I meant, or let me tweak what you're saying, and we'll keep going here until we get it right. So this is part A. What I count on from you, and say it back. And then I better know you can do that. Some of you got at this. What are your strengths relative to what's needed here? I know you can do it. And guess what else? The team member needs to believe they can do it as well. So the manager says, I know you can do it. The team member says, I know I can do it. Third, I really want you to do it. It's the right and best thing for you to do for the team, for you in your growth career. And it's really important that you understand, I really want you to do this. And as one of you just said, the person needs to own it and really want to do it. Any of these that doesn't happen will kill it. If they don't understand it, if they don't think they can do it, like I didn't really think he could ever do it, or I never thought I could do this anyway, it's not going to happen. And if you don't really want the team member to do it, they'll sense that, they'll figure that out. The team will figure that out and sabotage it. And if the person doesn't ever really want to do it, they're just kind of going along with it, it's not going to work. So these are all table stakes. How many times have you gotten to the end and found somebody didn't get something done you were expecting because they never really understood it, they never really thought they could do it, or you never thought they could do it, they didn't really want to do it, or you didn't really want them to do it. And your job as the manager is to architect this whole conversation, and then to do two more things as well. One, make sure they have the resources that they need to do it, such as training or money or time or people, access to resources and artifacts. And then finally, as one of you mentioned, there needs to be an incentive. Why should they bother? What comes back to them for doing it? So that little framework turns out to be very useful. And that ends up with a clear goal that becomes a reference point for the ongoing do and review process, the check-in that you referred to. So now we have the team member approaching the manager on a weekly or bi-weekly basis and saying, the last time we were together, here's what I said I would do, here's what I actually did, here's what happened, here's what I learned, here's what I plan to do next. Let's review that. And by the way, you're asking me, how are things going? And I'm saying all of this, and then you say, how do you know? Because we've got metrics, things we're watching that give us indications of progress. And I'm now showing you how I'm doing against those tasks. The manager asks me questions to push up my thinking and then offer the best advice. And then, as Reed was saying, as a manager, working with someone who's trying to do something important, I want to give feedback, guidance, but also coaching and examples. So here are artifacts, benchmarks, perspective, experience from the manager's past that they've collected and making available to increase the odds that this person will be successful in their role. Not asking for any credit or glory for it, just helping this person be successful. Because if this doesn't work, if this person is not successful, who's not successful? The manager. It's your job to help this person be successful. And to increase the odds of that, you want to show appreciation, admiration, affection, respect, support, encouragement, empathy, and these all important artifacts provide the help.